Hey guys, Kenneth here, the founder and also the event producer of Changemakers Virtual Summit. So hi everyone, I'm Kenneth. So after seeing both my event hosts, Kacy and also Jack Wong, my co-founder, my business partner, my mentor, my big brother, both of them has done their own videos about their setup. It gave me a bit of pressure because initially I just wanted to do maybe just a photo and that's about it. So I guess I shall do a video to share with you what is my setup. So before I start sharing about my setup, for those who are starting off, you don't have to, I just have to emphasize, you don't have to have all these things. Because for me personally, I've been doing a lot of live streaming, Facebook Live for the past 3 years. So initially, I do not have all this. I just have a very simple laptop. Later, I will show you what is my laptop. How does my laptop look like? And I just start with that. And just with what we always use, the iPhone earpiece with the mic piece. That's all. So I strongly encourage for those who are starting off, do not need all these things. But what I'm going to share with you is what I use. It's not the best setup, but I would say that it's already enough. So I will share some tips about having all these things on how you can run the virtual summit just with all this basic stuff, and that's about it. So what I'm going to share with you, right, if you can look behind me, so this is my PC. Okay, as you can see, for the screen is pretty big. So if I'm not wrong, it's about 34 inch. So this is a 34 inch monitor. And what I have over here, if you can see, so I have a monitor, I forgot what is it called. It's a monitor, what you call that? Monitor stand. It's called a monitor stand. Okay, so this is very cheap. I got it over at Wish, this app called Wish. So basically Wish is an app where you get access to really wholesale and get access to suppliers and factories over at China. Just that it's a bit like Taobao, but it's not Taobao. So basically they translate everything to English. It's just suitable for the US audience and also English speaking audience. So Wish app is really awesome, WISH. So you can search for it in the app. You can download. It's really like Shopee app or Lazada app. So you can buy any gadgets from there. So sometimes you can find really cheap. But one thing is that you might not be able to receive it earlier. Sometimes the shipment might take 2 to 3 weeks. But if you can wait, and that's why you can get that's where you can get a very good price. So that's one thing. So the monitor is one. Second thing that you need is a very good camera. So as you can see over here, let me just take out my camera and show you. Okay, so over here you can see the monitor, and also this is the camera. So the camera that I suggest minimum is, if you, let's say you want a high res, if let's say you are using a very old laptop, the resolution might not be good, and if you see that your visual or your camera or yourself in the zoom is a bit choppy, it could be that that your laptop, the camera is not strong enough, and it might be still at 720 pixel or 720p we call it. So you need a camera that can support 1080p, 1080 pixel, 1080 pixel. So which is this Logitech 920. Okay, you can search for any marketplace at for Logitech C920. That's the minimum criteria. I would say that if you want to have a decent footage, really clear, really high res. So 1080p is enough. You don't have to go up all the way to 4K, because a lot of computer monitor does not support that, even for laptop. So you don't have to go through that. Even for YouTube videos, even you want to use this camera, 1080p is good enough. Okay, so that's one. As you can see on the side, right, in fact I have another camera. Okay, this is my standby camera. This is very cheap. I got it over at Wish app. So this is called ASU. I don't know whether you can see ASU. Okay, so this is 1080p. but the angle of this camera is not wide enough as compared to the 920 Logitech, C920 Logitech over here. Okay, it's not as wide. So if you want to get a decent and for long lasting and really good camera, invest in this. I can't remember, it's about $100 over, but for this ASUS, which is a China brand, this is very cheap. If you don't mind, you can get this camera. Is only about, I think, $30 to $40 Sing. All right, so what I got over here is something that helped me a lot, which is this I would say a monitor lamp. Okay, if you can see. Okay, this monitor lamp is really good. Let me just turn it off and you can see. Okay, so this monitor lamp, right, basically it helps me to see better, to help my eyesight. And if let's say, because now I'm turning on all the lights over here, as you can see, this is my ring light. Okay, so the ring light is a must if you're running events. You want to have a balanced light, because you don't want to have shadows. So for example, like now, right, I've turned on, just that because I'm wearing glasses, you just have to be aware of the, if you can see, if I put it like that, you can see my glasses. There's a reflection of the ring light. So I have to tilt it like that. So my camera has to be somewhere here. So imagine now it's with the ring light. That's why you can see my whole face. But if let's say without the ring light, you can see a lot of shadows. And at the same time, because I'm turning on my room light also over there. Okay, over here. Okay, so that's why it's quite littered, but if not, there will be a lot of shadow. So if I turn on like that, it's pretty much good enough. Okay, so the other thing that I want to share with you, this you do not need unless you have done a regular podcast series, then you can consider to invest in this. So let me just turn on, you see, let me just show you. You just turn on this light. Okay, pretty much it's all like littered. Then I can change it to warm light. So this is warm light. Okay, then I can also have a mix of it. So this one will be white light. So normally I use white light, so it's more comfortable. Yeah, so that's it. So the other thing that I would suggest is to invest in a very good soundbar, and this is from Creative. You can see this is from Creative Blaster. So this is really affordable. If I'm not wrong, I got it at a discount. It's about $40 over. Normally you need to pay about $70 over for this soundbar. This soundbar is really cool. You can charge it. There's a battery life also. You can charge it and let it run. For most of the time, I'm charging it so that there's no harm of charging it. And the sound that comes out really powerful with a good bass. So that's about it. And this is something that I don't recommend you guys to get it, which is this podcast mic. Okay, as you can see, there's an extended arm. Okay, because for me, I have this table that I can clip it on. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, I can clip it on over here. Okay, so that's why it's extended, and I put it in this angle so that I can move it like that. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, so for this, right, I can just move it back. Okay, can move it back, then I can move it out so that when I speak, right, it's nearer to me. Okay, so what is this? This is what we call the mic shield. Is to prevent all the pop, all this sound, that they prevent it, and at the same time also for hygiene purpose, is to block all the salivas and all that stuff. Okay, is to really capture. So if you realize in my Zoom or during the summit, my sound is really cool because I got this podcast mic. So this podcast mic is about $160 to $180 Sing. This is a China brand called Boya, and what you are hearing from me now, right, is I'm using this mic which is called which is Boya lavalier wireless mic. Okay, so I can show you what is this. Okay, so this is their box cover. Okay, it's a bit reverse. Okay, yeah. So if you are interested in getting a wireless mic, you do not need to. You can just get a wired mic and that's about it. Like Kacy, she has a wired mic. Okay, it's cheap and good. But for this, for the wired mic, it's about $30. You can get one from Boya. It's really affordable, really good. I've been using it initially, and now because I decided to invest a bit more on this wireless mic, as you can see over here. And what it does, it has a transmitter. Okay, let me just show you the transmitter. So the transmitter is just like that. So I can just clip on my pocket over here, okay, on my side. So like what all the MC and TV hosts they will have this clip-on mic, which is wireless. Okay, so let me just put on the table first. So this is what I have, and you can see over here, this is a podcast mic. Okay, so the podcast mic is set right when you talk at the front, it only receive. If you have any sound that comes from the back or the sides, it does not receive. So that's why it's more stereo. And it's very good for video editing if you are into YouTube and all that stuff. YouTubers use a lot of podcast mic. And this is very, very, very powerful. And it's only $160. Currently, the supplier that I always go to is out of stock. And also because of the pandemic, the lockdown, all their podcast mic are sold off, out of stock. So this is also under Boya. Okay, Boya is a China brand, but I would say that their prices is about 50% or even 70% of what is in the market. Okay, so this is the podcast mic. Initially, I have a stand with it, but I took it out because I bought this extended arm. This extended arm really helped me to save a lot of space. If not, I will be putting the podcast mic over here in front of me where I cannot access to my keyboard. Okay, so you can see as for my monitor stand, right, it's quite useful. I can stuff things inside. I can put my business stamp here. I can have my essential oil here. This is what I always put around with me, which is peppermint. So in the event that I'm sleepy, I can just put this oil. Okay, so I have like my hard card over here. Okay, so and also very important, during the summit, right, I have this iPad that's always with me. So what my iPad does, right, is I will turn on my schedule. Okay, so I will turn on my schedule. I will look from here. I will see, okay, today is day 1, who are the speakers and all that stuff. Okay, so I'll look from here. Whereas on my monitor, right, I do not know where you guys can see. So in fact, I have a lot of tab, okay, on top of here. So that is where I will be very, very busy changing tab and updating and all that stuff. So at the same time, so this is what I will be busy with. Okay, and now you can see myself filming myself. Okay, my iPad. So this controller, right, is basically for my lighting. So in the event that if I see myself that it's not clear, I will just change lighting. For example, now, right, I can just turn it off with this remote. Okay, it's off. Okay, so now you cannot see me. Now I can turn it on. Now you can see me. So this controller is very good. It's optional. It doesn't come with this ring light. And this ring light, right, basically have also a mirror and also the phone stand. Okay, phone stand. Okay, so what I want to share with you is you do not need all these things. It's just that over the years, I've chosen to upgrade because I'm going to do more live regularly. I have a talk show. That's why I have all these gadgets. Okay, other than that, you don't have to. So my latest, you can see this background, right? Initially, I do not have this background. And what I do is, I bought this background. Okay, give me a while. Let me just put it on a stand. Okay, even now, if you can't see me, you still can. Okay, so I put it on a stand. Okay, so this is the lavalier mic. Okay, just wired over here. All right, so then I can clip it on the side. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, right, is to move the camera away so you can see how does it look like over here. Okay, let me just get my stand up. Okay, so what you're seeing, in fact, I'm using a stand. Later I'll just show you how does my stand look like. Okay, Okay, so I have this panel that I just bought. So each panel is about $30 over. Okay, so for these 4 panels, it costs about less than 100 Sing. Okay, I would say less than 100 Sing, but I love it because you know why? I'm going to show you what is behind all this. So it's a foldable panel. It's really cool. Okay, so it's a foldable panel. Okay, so what is going to happen, right? Let me just show you what is behind. So this was what my background like. Okay, this was what my shelving, my books, even my tall hammer is real. Okay, this is my tall hammer. Okay, so this is my collectibles. Then I have all my books behind. Then all this that you can see, these contain all my comic books. All right, then I have my shelf behind. Okay, so I bought this I bought this panel especially for the virtual summit because I have people saying, behind is a bit messy and all that stuff. That's why I decided to get this panel, and this panel really helped me a lot. Looks really like I'm not at home. Some of my friends or even the team members say, Kenneth, where are you? So it's very easy to set up. So I just open it up. Ta-da! That's it. And I can just cover everything. Okay, let me just give you a better look at it. So I can just cover it. So everything is blocked. Okay. So at the same time, I want to share with you. A lot of people say that you need all those computer chair or even those gaming chair. You don't need. In fact, you don't need. You don't need to spend so much. So I had this IKEA chair. Okay, it's about I think $40. Pretty decent with a very good back support. Okay. Then what I bought, right, because Singapore is really, really hot. So what I bought is very uncle, but this is the bamboo cover or bamboo seat cover. So I got this. So basically it helped me. Okay, this bamboo thing basically is quite cooling to sit on it, and you don't really perspire, because if you sit on this, because it's by fabric, it will really cause it to be really okay. As you can see, behind is really messy because this is my I would say my home office. Okay, then my ring light, my stand, and these are all my shelving. Okay, you don't see all this. Even my ironing board is here. So this is really, really behind the scene. You don't really get to see. So although on screen, right, if you look at screen, right, I look really good with this back panel. Okay, so this is what I want to share with you. All I can say that you don't need all these things like 2 cameras, even iPad, even a soundbar, even a podcast mic. You don't need any of this. Okay, like what Jack said, you don't need to invest all this. Start making the money. Then when you see there's a purpose for you to use it longer, to have better quality. For example, it's only when I've done, I would say, 60 episodes of my talk show after 2 years or 2.5 years, then that's where I decided to invest on a podcast mic. Okay, after 2.5 years, after doing 60-70 episodes, then I decided to buy a podcast mic. Okay, and now for virtual event, I would say I cannot do without the podcast mic, because I received a lot of compliments saying that, hey Kenneth, you sound good, your audio, and even when I do videos, it basically bring out the best of my voice. So all I can say that is that you can invest, but not now, especially when you are starting off. I see a lot of people buy all this expensive stuff, do 5 episodes or do 5 videos, and the end. What's the point? It's like, this is something I want to share. It's like someone who wants to go and work out, buy all the workout gears, like the new what you call that, dry fit top, shorts, new pair of sports shoes, buy a new gym membership, go to the gym, in the beginning of the year, in less than 2 months or even 1 month, they stop going. It's the same thing with what I see in the market, with what I see a lot of my friends are doing. They get all these gadgets, get all these podcasts, get all these mic mixer and like volume mixer, whatever. You don't need to. For me, I started my podcast with just my laptop. Let me just show you my laptop. My laptop is this very old laptop. Okay. Now, if I on it, it will take me like maybe 10 minutes for me to load. Am I using the default camera from here? And just with a earpiece. That's all. You don't need fancy stuff. The key thing is about consistency and also about your content. You have to put out your content as many as possible so that people will know about you. It's about the consistency and persistency, at the same time your content and your message out to the world. So I hope this is what I want to share with you guys. It's a bit long, but I hope you guys can gather enough insights of this. So that's all about it. If you have any question about setup, upcoming the 3 bonus masterclass, I will be teaching it there. I'll be sharing with you what are the basic equipment that you need. You do not need them, but you can consider to have. So if you need any recommendation for mic, you can always comment it below. Let me know. And I think that's about it. Oh, the other thing is always have your phone beside you with a charge. Okay. And the other thing, the most important thing, if you want to run a virtual summit, try not to use a laptop. Okay, because the laptop might not have enough RAM, might not have enough processors to process it. That is why I want to share. Because if you run a virtual summit that you require a lot of memory, a lot of processing, and if like for me, I need to run a lot of application behind the scene, because even attendance I have to take care. And when people start signing up on that day, I need to update my mob team on the attendance list. That's where we need you to update your name, change your name, rename yourself to the registered name so that we can admit you. And I'm doing that while managing whatever assignment, like send the speaker to the breakout room, to the waiting room, to the green room, or even to the post interview. So that there's a lot of things that's behind the scene that there's too much to share. But if you guys are interested, do let us know, do let me know in the comment. And I think that's about it. So Kenneth here signing off. Wish all of you have a great rest over the past few days after the summit. And if you continue to have any golden nuggets, key takeaways, do share with us in the Facebook group, because I can tell you that upcoming we are going to have more and more speakers that is coming back to share a lot of things with us. So do stay tuned, do stay in this community, because I can assure you that I'm going to give you a lot of golden nuggets. So Kenneth here once again. Thank you all of you for attending Changemaker Virtual Summit, and welcome to the Changemaker family. I'm so happy that you guys have gotten a lot of value and being inspired. But the key thing is take action. Okay, see you guys. Have a good night. Have a good rest over the week. Have a good week ahead, and I will see you guys really soon. See you. Bye.